For the first time ever, Absolute Batman is using Venom, and it changes everything. Issue number 13 of Absolute Batman has just dropped, and in this recap, we're breaking down the entire story from start to finish. No skips, no filler. Let's pick up right where we left off. In the previous issue, Bruce managed to escape Arkham and finally reunite with his mother. She was overwhelmed with relief to see him alive, but the moment didn't last long. She revealed that Ozzy was in critical condition after a brutal attack by Bane. Without hesitation, Bruce rushed to the hospital, desperate to see how bad it was. But when he arrived, the situation was even darker than he expected. Not only was Ozzy clinging to life, but Harvey was also in critical condition. And Eddie, though not in the hospital, wasn't any better off. Bane had literally gouged out Eddie's eyes and fused him with advanced cybernetic tech, turning him into something more machine than man. A highly intelligent, emotionless cyborg. Seeing his friend so broken, so twisted, sent Bruce into a quiet rage. With Alfred by his side, he retreated to one of his secret stash houses to prepare for the inevitable rematch with Bane. But before they could even begin, the alarm system went off. Someone had breached the building. Alfred immediately armed himself with a minigun, and the two began sweeping the place, expecting to find Bane waiting for them. Except, it wasn't Bane. It was Catwoman. She made her entrance in the most unexpected way, wrapping her tail around Alfred's neck, lifting him off the ground, and slamming him down before knocking him out cold. Then, she turned her attention to Bruce. This issue opens with a flashback, a quiet, tense moment on a train. Bruce holds Selina close, his mind racing after striking a dangerous deal with the Falcone crime family. If you've been following the series, you'll remember one of the Falcone's fighters had a scheduled match against Juan, a man everyone, including Bruce and Selina, believed didn't stand a chance. To even the odds, Bruce and Selina took matters into their own hands. They broke into several Falcone-owned apartments, stole a hefty stash of their gold, and used it as leverage, promising to return it only if the Falcones agreed to give Juan a fair shot in the ring. It was classic Batman logic, turning crime against crime, using the underworld's greed to force justice, even if it meant getting his hands a little dirty. The story shifts back to the present. Bruce, tense and impatient, demands to know why Selina has shown up out of nowhere. Selina calmly explains that she came because Martha, Bruce's mother, had called her. But Bruce isn't buying it. He's certain she's hiding something and warns her he'll give her one last chance to tell the truth. Still, Selina stands firm. She insists that Martha really did reach out, worried sick because Bruce had disappeared for months. She said Martha thought Selina might be able to reach him, maybe even help. But Bruce, as stubborn as ever, makes it clear he doesn't need anyone's help, especially not hers. Then, Alfred regains consciousness, and Selina, in her typical teasing tone, mocks Bruce's so-called superstar team, flicking Alfred's head with her tail just to prove a point. Alfred, ever the voice of reason, warns Bruce not to trust her. He knows exactly who Catwoman is, someone with shifting loyalties and a habit of playing both sides. Before he can finish, Selina wraps her tail around his neck again, tightening just enough to make her point, that if she isn't welcome, she's perfectly fine walking away. Still, Alfred insists she can't be trusted. And Bruce? He finally makes his position crystal clear. He doesn't need help deciding anything. Selina's leaving, immediately. After that moment, the story shifts gears. Bruce gives in faster than he probably should. We'll keep things subtle here, but it's clear that Bruce and Selina spend the night reconnecting in their own complicated way. By morning, the tone changes. Selina notices strange markings across Bruce's back, scars that weren't there before Arkham. She can't help but ask what they did to him inside that place, but Bruce doesn't want to talk about it. He dodges the question, redirecting the conversation towards Selina's helmet, pointing out that the tech looks eerily similar to the one used by Black Mask, sleek, advanced, and dangerous. Selina isn't any more willing to discuss her gear than Bruce is to revisit his trauma. It's a quiet moment between two people who've both seen too much, and neither wants to admit how broken they really are. Eventually, Bruce breaks the silence, asking Selina if she wants to go on a date. The word almost sounds out of place coming from him, but before either of them can overthink it, they share a few more intimate moments that remind us how deep their connection still runs. But in true Batman fashion, when Bruce says date, what he really means is mission. Moments later, both of them are geared up, gliding through Gotham's skyline before landing in a place long forgotten, an old, decaying amusement park. Their target, the infamous Red Hood gang. Bruce isn't here for revenge or justice this time. He's here to negotiate, to turn potential enemies into allies. But as soon as he and Selina step out of the shadows, it's clear the gang hasn't forgiven him. Several Red Hood members immediately confront them, reminding Bruce how he once gave them orders and then went back on his word after seeking their help against Absolute Bane. The tension is palpable. The gang's not interested in second chances. But Bruce isn't here to fight. Not yet. He stands his ground, insisting that he and Catwoman won't leave until they speak directly with the gang's leader. Still, judging by the looks on their faces, reconciliation isn't exactly at the top of the Red Hood gang's agenda. It doesn't take long before chaos erupts. The Red Hood gang charges straight at Bruce and Selina, swinging bats, chains, and whatever weapons they can find. Batman reacts instantly. His bat tendrils whip out, launching him into the air with precise control, while Selina, always graceful, always lethal, flips high above the fray to claim the upper ground. The moment she lands, she pulls out a compact submachine gun, loading it in a way only Catwoman could, using her tail as an extended magazine. In seconds, she unleashes a storm of shots, dropping every gang member in sight. But when the smoke clears, Bruce is furious. His voice cuts through the chaos, demanding to know what she's done. These weren't hardened killers. The Red Hood gang was mostly made up of reckless kids trying to make a name for themselves. Selina, unfazed, smirks and assures him that she wasn't killing anyone. "Relax," she says. "They'll wake up, eventually." Turns out, every shot she fired was loaded with tranquilizer rounds. Sleeping darts, nothing more. Before Bruce can even catch his breath, the situation spirals. He spots a figure high above on the rusted Ferris wheel, someone aiming an RPG directly at them. Without hesitation, Batman lunges towards Selina, shoving her out of harm's way. And in that split second, something inside him breaks loose. The Venom, the same formula that fuels Bane's monstrous strength, starts coursing through his veins for the first time. The result is terrifying. His muscles tense, his heartbeat roars in his ears, and raw power surges through him like never before. With one explosive leap, he smashes straight into the Ferris wheel, hitting it with such force that the entire structure groans and nearly collapses. The RPG fires off wildly, missing its mark, and the shooter is sent tumbling into the cold water below. Selina rushes to Bruce's side, her usual confidence replaced with genuine concern. "Bruce, are you okay?" she asks, seeing the rage in his eyes and the unnatural energy pulsing beneath his skin. But Bruce barely hears her. He knows what's happening, and it terrifies him. His voice is low, strained, almost animalistic as he warns her to get away from him. Now, Selina refuses. She can see the Venom taking over, twisting him into something monstrous, something uncontrollable. "Bruce, listen to me," she yells, stepping closer. "You're acting like the damn Hulk right now. You have to control it before you lose yourself." All around them, more Red Hood members emerge from the shadows, but Selina doesn't back down. She stands her ground beside him, even as the darkness inside Batman threatens to consume him completely. By now, most of the Red Hood gang isn't thrilled to see Batman. Many want him gone for good, especially after learning what had been done to him inside Arkham M. Sensing the tension, Bruce tries something different. Instead of fighting, he chooses honesty, even vulnerability. He admits that the reason he told them to stand down before wasn't out of pride, but fear. Fear that if they kept following him, they'd be caught in something far darker than they could imagine. Because the people inside Arkham M weren't just experimenting, they were creating monsters. Beasts like Absolute Bane, who nearly broke him both physically and mentally. But Bruce didn't break. He survived. And now, he's determined to burn Arkham to the ground. That's when a voice cuts through the noise, smooth, mocking, and disturbingly familiar. The leader of the Red Hood gang steps out of the shadows, revealing herself. It's none other than Absolute Harley Quinn. Her twisted smile says it all. She looks Bruce in the eyes and tells him that if he's truly serious this time about tearing Arkham down, then she and her gang will stand beside him. For once, Harley Quinn isn't joking. From there, the story shifts back to Arkham itself. Deep within its underground labs, Bane, already towering and monstrous, is still being experimented on. Tubes, wires, and glowing fluid pump through his veins as Dr. Arkham and her team watch with scientific awe. Dr. Arkham praises her staff for pushing Bane's physiology beyond what anyone thought humanly possible. His system is now at full infusion, the absolute peak of Venom enhancement. But Bane doesn't care about their science or their success. He only wants one thing: to capture Batman. In his broken logic, if Batman could take his place, if Batman became the monster instead, then maybe, just maybe, Bane could finally go home. Inside Arkham, Dr. Arkham remains skeptical. She doubts the Joker will ever let Bane go, even after Batman is under their control. But just as she voices her doubts, one of her doctors shouts for her attention. There's something she needs to see. Bruce has gone live. Every screen in Gotham lights up with his face as he declares that the city is under siege, not by outsiders, but by its own leaders. The same people sworn to protect it have sold it out, trading Gotham's soul for profit. Beneath the streets, they've been funding experiments, creating monsters beyond imagination. Bruce admits he tried to expose the truth before, taking down Black Mask in an attempt to wake Gotham up. But back then, his mistake was trusting the city's network, a system already corrupted. This time, he won't repeat it. He promises to drag one of those monsters into the light, to show Gotham exactly what it's up against. And the monster he means is Bane. Bruce calls Bane out directly, challenging him to a one-on-one fight tomorrow at midnight. His message is simple: if Bane wins, Arkham can turn Bruce into whatever they want. But if Batman wins, the whole city will see the truth with their own eyes. Before cutting the transmission, Bruce makes sure there's no doubt about who he is. His final words echo through every screen: I am the Batman. The story then shifts into a quieter flashback. Bruce confides in Juan, admitting that he and Selina once bribed Falcone to make sure Juan could last until the 7th round in a fight. It was further than anyone expected him to go, and Bruce saw it as a victory in itself, not just for survival, but for the chance to open his own gym afterward. It's a glimpse at how far Bruce has come, from bending rules to survive, to standing up against the corruption consuming Gotham. Even with Bruce being honest, Juan isn't impressed. He tells Bruce he didn't hire him for skill. He hired him because they were friends, because he believed in him. But now, realizing Bruce threw the fight, Juan feels betrayed. He fires Bruce on the spot, refusing to be part of any Falcone deal. He'll win on his own terms. We cut back to one of Bruce's safe houses where he and Selina plan his upcoming showdown with Bane. The tension is thick. Selina begs Bruce not to use the venom still inside him. She knows what it does. She's seen it destroy people. The risk isn't worth it. But Bruce insists. Venom makes him faster, sharper. When he fought the Red Hood gang, he saw every move before it happened. If he can master it, he can use that power to win. Selina shakes her head. She wants Bane gone as much as Bruce does, but not like this. Not if it means losing Bruce to the monster he's becoming. But Bruce can't forget what Bane did. He swears he'll use the venom again, no matter the cost. If she can't accept that, maybe it's time she left. Again. When she finally walks out, Alfred steps forward. But instead of stopping Bruce, he encourages him. He tells him the stakes have never been higher. If Bruce hesitates, even for a second, he'll lose everything. Bury the weak man you once were, Alfred says. Rise as the monster they fear. In war, there's only one rule: win, no matter the cost. As the issue draws to a close, one final figure steps from the shadows: Killer Croc. Bruce has been leaving out chests of meat for him, hoping to rebuild an alliance that could soon prove critical. And that's where issue number 13 ends. With Batman standing at the edge of a war he can't afford to lose, his humanity slipping away, and Gotham's fate hanging in the balance. Next time, when Batman finally faces Bane, only one monster will walk away.